Okay, so my page, both my Great Aussie Patriot page and the Australian Settlers Rebellion page, has been inundated with inbox messages from the middle class and upper class mums and dads. Now, I had messages from many people saying that I was disgusted. I attended the UPF TBC rally. What I saw disgusted me, and I'll never attend another rally from TBC or UPF because I saw members from TBC drunk in the crowd, drinking cans of bourbon, and they were blowing kisses and sticking their fingers up at members of Soldiers of Odin. Many other things happened, alright, that they weren't very impressed with at all. This was allowed to happen in plain sight, despite that leaders from TBC and UPF could see this happening and did nothing to stop it. On top of that, when it was time for the crowd to march, I was told by this lady who was there that Soldiers of Odin went back to the car park to leave before the march because they didn't want conflict. Everything was going sort of okay at that stage, despite the alcohol being drunk during the speeches and people blowing kisses at Soldiers of Odin, sticking their fingers up. Soldiers of Odin went back to the car park. TBC members broke away from the crowd, and instead of marching, they ran up to the car park and decided to try and fist fight Soldiers of Odin right in front of the media. This disgusted many people who said they will never ever attend another UPF or TBC gathering ever again. Now, this has led to some drastic measures and a revamping of the Patriot movement, which has forced us from ASR and other groups to do so. Now, ASR and Soldiers of Odin agree that we need peaceful rallies. We need patriotic mums and dads who want to come because they have concerns about Islam. They have concerns about the communist infiltration of our government and what's going on with the New World Order and everything else that's happening. They have concerns and they want their voice heard. They want a place to rally peacefully without punch-ups and bogans and housos and meth heads, which is understandable, or steroided Nazis, you know. No one wants this crap. Now, I have made some phone calls and talked to some other patriotic groups that I know in Sydney. Now, we are going to bring the patriotic movement back to its roots, to where it was founded, back to April 4th, the Reclaim Australia rally. For those who attended the April 4 Reclaim Australia rally in 2015, I spoke at that rally, and if you were there, you will remember how great that rally was, alright? Everyone got along, we had great patriotic music playing, people got to wave their flags, people got to listen to speakers. There was no fist fighting. There was no clashes between, you know, different patriot groups. There was nothing. There was no bogan yelling and screaming. There was no one walking around everywhere with bloody, like, you know, you got 30 people all in a row with face masks on. There was absolutely none of that crap. That's Antifa crap. That's all it is. Patriotic mums and dads go to a rally and they see people with face masks on everywhere. They don't want to go near it. They want nothing to do with it. It's thug crap. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring the Patriot movement back to its roots. Now, I've talked to some of my friends from Reclaim Australia, and we are going to be holding rallies. Now, I've talked to the leader of Reclaim Australia in Sydney. Apparently, Reclaim Australia is still a registered organisation in my name. So I'm not saying I own Reclaim Australia, I'm not, but the organisation is still registered, alright, in my name. Reclaim Australia Rallies is a registered organisation in my name. So what Reclaim wants to do is hold patriotic rallies without all this thuggery and bullshit, okay? So there won't be any UPF or TBC there. None of those, like, screaming Nazis or, you know, acting like idiots and stuff, like people on fucking steroids, like bloody Blair, who walks into the city of friggin' Melbourne and starts pushing around a 16-year-old kid at a left-wing rally when it had a rally that had nothing to do with the Patriot rally, and he walks up there and starts screaming and yelling at and abusing police. Alright? And then we got TBC, we got Kane Miller bloody calling everyone dogs and CUNTs. You know, people don't want to be involved with that. Patriotic mums and dads don't want nothing to do with that. So these people will not be attending any of these Reclaim rallies which will be up and running. Now, groups patriotic groups who are peaceful will be welcome at these rallies, and they will be policed very heavily. We'll be working with police, so if any outside groups from TBC or any of these Nazi UPF try and get into the rallies, they won't even get in. They won't. Because they won't be welcomed there by the patriotic mums and dads, and they won't be welcomed there by the police, because the police will be making sure they don't get anywhere near a microphone or anywhere near the rally. Now, groups like Soldiers of Odin will be welcome, because I have seen how they present themselves. They're very peaceful people, and they go out every Monday night and they feed the homeless in Melbourne. Out of their own pockets, they hold barbecues and they feed the homeless, all right? So these are great Australian people that care about their country. You know, they're peaceful. They're not thugs. Australian Settlers Rebellion will be attending the Reclaim rallies, and some other patriotic groups, and just people that don't even belong to groups, just your ordinary, everyday Australian mums, dads, and concerned citizens. No thugs, no crap, no meth heads from TBC, no steroided Nazis from UPF, just great Australian people bringing the movement back to what it was originally formed to be. Stay tuned. We'll get it back to you very soon. Get all these thugs out.